सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज आपकी आवाज, विज्ञान की आवाज, की आवाज।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you a podcast series on STEM popularization, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine, supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Government of India. This program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Radioactive Community Radio, Bengaluru.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज आपकी आवाज, विज्ञान की आवाज, की आवाज, की आवाज।
Latest information on STEM popularization.
New technology for retrofitting non-earthquake resistant buildings can prevent major damage in old settlements. Researchers have found a solution for retrofitting old non-earthquake resistant buildings with a technology that can prevent major damage to such buildings from earthquakes without compromising on their strength. The technology, called semi-confined unreinforced brick masonry, can resolve the problem of the spread of settlements in earthquake-prone areas with constructions that have been built without following earthquake preventive building codes. Researchers from Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, have explored the extent to which the retrofitting old buildings with SCURBM technology can solve the problem. They found that SCURBM can significantly enhance the energy dissipation capacity and ductility of the retrofitting building without compromising its strength. Hence, such buildings would have resulting superior performance in comparison to URBM buildings during earthquakes. The idea of the technology emerged from confined masonry, an earthquake resistant construction system where the masonry walls are built first and the concrete columns and beams are poured in afterward to enclose the wall. SCURBM technology has a similar concept but does not need to be implemented at the construction stage. It involves embedded of reinforced concrete bands through the partial thickness of the wall and can be implemented or retrofitted with old buildings. An innovative green novel antimicrobial air filtration technology can mitigate airborne infection. A newly developed air filter can deactivate the germs, self cleaning them out of the system using ingredients commonly found in green tea. Impure air might take one life shorter to the extent that Indians lose 5 to 10 years of their lives because of airborne contaminants leading to respiratory diseases, adversely affecting physical health as well as mental health, according to the report by University of Kigako. A research team led by Professor Surya Sarathi Bose and Professor Kaushik Chatterjee at Indian Institute of Science Bengaluru, Bangalore, developed germ-destroying air filters that can inactivate germs using ingredients like polyphenols and polycationic polymers commonly found in green tea. These green ingredients repurchase the microbes through site-specific bindings. The research was supported by special grants from Science and Technology Research Board during the challenging COVID-19 pandemic and served technology. Translation awards funded and a patent has been filed on this. Over continuous usage, the existing air filters become a breeding ground for captured germs. The growth of these germs clog the pores of the filter, reducing the life of the filters. Resuspension of these germs can infect people in the vicinity. The novel antimicrobial air filters was tested at the NABL accredited laboratory and were found to deactivate SARS-CoV-2 Delta variant with an efficiency of 99.24%. This technology was transferred to AIRTH, a startup that is replacing the existing germ growing air filters with germ destroying air filters for commercialization. As this innovation holds promise to develop antimicrobial filters that can prevent endemics caused by airborne pathogens, a patent was granted in 2022. These novel antimicrobial filters in our ACs, central ducts, and air purifiers can play a crucial role in our fight against air pollution and mitigate the spread of airborne pathogens like coronaviruses.
Now, our next segment is Analyst in STEM.
Today we are with Dr. Sebastian C. Peter, Professor, Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bengaluru.
Basically, myself, Sebastian Peter, I'm a professor in New Chemistry Unit and Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research. I joined here in 2010, December, and basically I am a materials chemist. I'm an experimental scientist. I am expertise in developing the material by using various chemical methodologies. So then try to understand the structure, atomic level, and use this as a potential materials for applications in the area of energy and environment. Be precisely in the area of green hydrogen production, energy from fuel cell, carbon dioxide capture and utilization. These are the three examples, notable examples. Currently I am doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you please brief about the area of research that you're currently working on?
Yeah, as I mentioned, these are the areas basically: green hydrogen production, fuel cell, and carbon dioxide capture and utilization.
Okay.
In these areas, we develop the materials as potential catalysts, and I also do a little bit of engineering, how the process optimization by using various chemical engineering package. We try to push the efficiency of a material, efficiency of methodologies on par with the state of art material or better than the state of art materials.
Okay. Yeah. So, could you add on about any examples of your research discovery?
Yeah, there are many. One such notable example is carbon utilization. So we have developed the catalyst for the conversion of carbon dioxide to methanol. Methanol is considered as a fuel, for example, automobiles, or it can be considered as a potential chemical for the production of hydrocarbons, olefins, any other organic chemicals you can think about it. And as you may know, Niti Aayog proposed methanol economy.
No.
And it's nothing but methanol blended with the petroleum, M15, it is called M15, 15% of methanol.
Okay.
And it can improve the octane number or efficiency of an engine, etc. There are a few tests also happen national level. What actually we are shortage we don't have an indigenous technology.
Okay.
And it has its own limitation. If I put in my language, my scientific language, there is a thermodynamic limit.
Okay.
So there is no economical production of methanol. As of now, currently methanol price is 40 rupees. We don't have that any technology. So what we do actually, this technology we develop, and this is evaluated by international agencies and national agencies, including Shell, BPCL, a couple of US firms like Southern Research 350 Solutions,
Okay.
and they validated, and we got ISO 14034 certificate. It is available in the public platform. You can download and get it.
Okay.
So that will summarize what exactly the technology.
Okay.
We also got a life cycle analysis of this technology from University of Calgary,
Okay.
and also that published and endorsed as this technology is a carbon neutral technology with a condition if the hydrogen production from the renewable sources like solar or wind, etc. So what we have done, this technology we scaled up to a capacity pilot scale within the campus, JNCASR campus. This is the first pilot facility within the country, CO2 to methanol. This validated. And I just want to add one more thing. There was an international competition, Energy COSIA Carbon X Prize, $20 million. And we were in the final round of the competition. We were the only pure Asian team, in addition to one Chinese and Canadian team, in the final round of the competition. We supposed to demonstrate the technology in US. We got everything. However, it was in the middle of the COVID. We had to demonstrate here. What we have done that we extend this project. Now we are commissioning a plant in Telangana.
Okay.
It is a coal power plant with a capacity close to 1 ton per day of carbon dioxide to methanol.
Okay. That's so nice to hear, sir.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you. So how is your research beneficial to a common man or India as a whole, and what kind of contribution is it making to the field of science in India?
Yeah. So as a common man, well, in addition to our whatever the regular problem of the poverty or money, etc. and all, India is developing country,
Yeah, agreed.
and during the development, we have a lot of technology development. For each technology, we use our resources like a coal, oil, or natural gas. We make a lot of steel, cement. Looking at the Bangalore city itself, full of construction everywhere. Roads are widening, bridges are coming, and multi-story flats are coming. For each one, we have to produce cement or steel. And during that course, the amount of the pollution, amount of CO2 emitting actually to the atmosphere, it's gigantic.
Okay.
And over a period of time, the pollution increased so much, and you can see that global warming, you can talk about. And it's also happened, flooding in Bangalore, it happened. The weather is not uniform across the globe, okay?
Yes.
And how to curtail this issue? So as a scientist, my job is actually to develop the technology. I don't want to stop the technology development or whatever industrialization or urbanization we can talk about it. I don't want to. Instead of that, during the course, whatever emitting, how to capture and utilize in the form of useful chemicals. It's a kind of a waste to the wealth. That's what the, in a philosophical way, if you put it that way, waste of carbon dioxide that is not useful, that is actually harmful to the humankind.
Okay.
Capture it and convert into the form of useful chemicals like methanol or ethanol or any other chemical, value-added chemicals. That's a research, right?
Okay.
So the country like India demands two important things. One is energy.
Yeah.
Another is actually the environmental issue. So during this course, the environmental issues can be sorted out, and the energy in the form of the fuels, this energy can be utilized.
Okay.
So the government of India is seriously looking at all these aspects. By 2030, talking about a huge amount of methanol, ethanol, dimethyl ether, etc. But along with the hydrogen aspect. And all the resources are also going to slowly fade away.
Okay.
Yeah, in that sense, and it's a good progress for the country.
Sure, it is, sir. Could you brief about your past, present, and future area of research?
I'm a chemist.
Yeah.
By practice and expertise, I am a material scientist.
Yeah.
I know the tricks of discovering the material.
Okay.
I know the expertise how to tune the chemical properties and physical properties of materials.
Okay.
So if I want to do hydrogen production, I know then how I can tune the surface of a compound
Okay.
in favor of an optimum production of hydrogen production. Recently we discovered a material, and that is scaling up now,
Yeah.
that is producing hydrogen in any potential, any range, whether it's an acidic range or an alkaline range,
Okay.
and it can be scaled up also.
Okay.
So in future, and because of this, technologies are upcoming technology or hot topic in the current scenario, and there are a lot of challenges are involved. Based on my observation, next 3 decades, also in line with our carbon net zero of the country pledge or
Yeah.
the promise, these are the technologies going to roll next 2, 3, 4 decades.
Okay.
So I will continue this one.
Okay.
My superannuation somewhere in the middle of the century, so I can easily can cover and I can contribute
Sure.
that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do you have any idea about where India is right now ranked at in your field of research?
We are shortage of sufficient infrastructure. I can tell you, we have a center of excellence.
Okay.
First in the country, I'm the convener for that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is funded by DST for a period of 5 years.
Okay.
The aim of the center to make a network within the country, those who are working in the area of CCU, carbon capture and utilization.
Okay.
So actually, when I just try to map it, who are the expertise? Yes, we have the strong workforce. However, not many really focused on that particular area of research.
Okay.
When we compare to the global standard, okay, this is not because of lack of knowledge. It is lack of the sufficient infrastructure or not focused in the early stage like the other countries did it in the past.
Okay.
We are far behind. Okay. Government is doing good initiative step last 3-4 years.
Okay.
Say for example, even much before that one, 2017 they started a program called the Mission Innovation Program,
Okay.
supporting the technologies in different verticals. That the idea is actually to collaborate with the mission innovation countries, and one such program or 2 such programs. One is a capture CCU, carbon capture and utilization, and second is actually hydrogen production.
Okay.
I got funding from both. Okay, followed that I got the funding from this Center of Excellence.
Okay.
So what we have achieved here, we made a world-class facility at the moment over a period of 5 years.
Okay.
I can honestly say that we have everything that we need to do the research related to this area first.
Okay.
Hence, I am getting a lot of requests from other people.
Yes.
When I talk to them, I understand that they are shortage of facilities. So they are not able to deliver the standard that required in the global standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It will be helpful if you share some of your contemporaries in your field of research.
Yeah. So one of the important thing I have done, I started a company also.
Okay.
I'm a co-founder of a company. I'm a director of the company, and this company name is Breathe Applied Science Private Limited. What I have done in my laboratory, I try to translate through the company by scaling them. The company got National Technology Award from the Government of India. Company got the Best Startup Award from Karnataka State Government.
Okay.
Company won that materials next competition hosted by Tata Steel. Company was the winner of KPMG Enrich 21, etc. and etc. So many are there. I don't see much initiative stuff from the academy.
Okay.
Probably the culture we have somewhat different compared to the culture from outside. However, academic side, there are a lot of potential guys working in the area of materials. However, they are not working in the area of the carbon capture and utilization. So what I am trying to do with the Center of Excellence, trying to bring them and collaborate with them There are a few publications this year itself, one with IISER Kolkata, one with the National Chemical Laboratory Pune, one with the IICT and Hyderabad, one with the IIC. So we are bringing a kind of a good network within the country, a collaborative, a knowledge transfer. Whatever we learned, whatever I can learn from them as well.
Okay.
So this is a way I can say that we have a good young, in the age of 40 to 50 or 55, a good upcoming scientist in the country.
Okay, so how are Indian industries associating with your research?
Okay, so I have very good network with Indian industries.
Okay.
So for example, I was funded by BPCL.
Okay.
I got into be the winner of, as I mentioned earlier, Tata Steel. They are trying to invest certain funding, some certain projects, and Shell evaluated our technology.
Yeah.
Shell, in fact, offered the funding. Unfortunately, I had to decline because of the IP involved in that one.
Okay.
My startup was selected by Shell through the program E4 Startup Program, and Reliance is actually a partner for the Center of Excellence.
Okay.
Coal India Limited and the CMPDI, they are funding to make a pilot plant for the conversion of CO2 to methanol. And Sinkareni, there is a thermal power plant in Telangana. And Tata Power is actually, expressed the interest to make the technology forward. Now HMEL and HPCL, they requested me to work in the area of the CCU.
Okay.
The list is going.
Oh.
So I have a good relation with the industry because of the nature of the project, particularly the nature of the project and the demand of the project and the importance of the problems need to be addressed in this project. There are a lot of attention.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the hardships that you face in accordance with your research?
There are plenty. In the sense, working in JNCASR, it's one of the best places to work. The scientific culture is, I can say, easily top of the country.
Okay.
What I felt when I started a company, there was no organized, the legal terms or the platform to guide the startup into success.
Okay.
In that process, I had to learn myself so many things, how the business point, how the legal points, etc. and all. And nobody was there to advise to do this one. Often I had to revisit the papers, revisit the committee, and during that course I lost a lot of time. Okay. If a technology could have succeeded within a year, I would say it may be 3 times of that. During that course, when you are in a competition with the countries like Chinese and all, it's in a muscular force.
Understandable.
It is difficult to match with them. Okay. We had a technology 2017-18 and we got a funding in 2019 and supposed to finish in 2022. And to get a pollution certificate, I took 1.5 years to get a pollution certificate. And I had to run each and every office in the country to get a pollution certificate.
Okay.
This is difficult. Like that I said earlier, we were in the final round of the competition. When the COVID came, we were forced back to here. In fact, I booked the cargo flight, I got the land, my team actually booked got the appointment for visa, etc. and etc. All of a sudden COVID came and it was, America was one of the most heated nation. And then they just rescheduled at least 3-4 times. Finally they told that okay, you can do in your respective country. But it has to connect with the industry sector. So what I had to do, I had to find an industry sector, and then I found that in Tuticorin there is a plant. So then I thought of shifting there. Then what happened, for getting a pollution certificate in that place for a company from Karnataka, it needs at least 9 months. It's in the verbal, okay. So it has its own difficulty. Even then I tried to do it as some higher authority and all. then there are a lot of additional problems came to. Finally, I dropped that plan. Okay, instead of going to Tuticorin, I simulated the gas from the Tuticorin and supplied to Bangalore and did these experiments here. By the time the competition, we supposed to submit the report of 800 hours of run by December 8, 2021. We started the experiment only December 3. Only 5 days left over. That was a real feat. I mean, although I put all my effort in there, but even then they appreciated. In the report it mentioned that when we were the first in the CO2 to fuel category, we could demonstrate, but we could not satisfy the criteria that required for the. So this is a problem, one of the problems. There are minute problems, but you can tackle that one. But I'm sure everywhere the problems are there. But when such a nationally important project came into hand.
Here we are, signing off. Stay tuned with us to catch up on the latest science updates and learn about STEM experts.